we're looking at houses in Sicily, and I didn't expect the difference between 50,000 euros and 200,000 euros to feel this dramatic. This is the kind of place that looks like it should cost a fortune. Turquoise coastline, lemon trees in the air, volcanic mountains behind terracotta rooftops. But the market tells a different story. So let's look at what those two budgets actually get you. Let's zoom in. Italy, southern tip, the island that feels like its own country. Sicily is the largest island in the Mediterranean, sitting just off the toe of the Italian boot, shaped by Greek temples, Arab courtyards, Norman cathedrals, and centuries of volcanic activity. It's warmer than Rome, cheaper than Tuscany, and still dramatically underrated by most buyers. A place where the architecture is layered like a history book. And the coastline changes character every 30 kilometers. We're moving between the northeastern coast near Taormina, the rugged Madonie Hills, the capital Palermo and its suburbs, the eastern flank near Catania and Mount Etna, and the southeastern edge near Syracuse. Each zone has its own personality, and every listing we're looking at today is a chance to ask one question. What life does this money actually buy? Light, air, a yard, sea access, a city nearby. That's the real currency here, and let's start counting it right now. At 50,000 euros, that's about $57,700. Yes, 50,000 euros. We have property number one. And before you assume it's a wreck in a forgotten village, hold on. This is a 37 square meter, about 398 square feet, two-room apartment in Ponte Lettoiani, right on the hillside above the Gulf of Taormina, one of the most photographed coastlines in all of Europe. Ponte Lettoiani itself is a small, quiet coastal town that sits in Taormina's shadow, but shares the same extraordinary backdrop. The Ionian Sea to the east, the Peloritani Mountains rising steeply behind, and that deep blue gulf that has been drawing painters and travelers here for centuries. The exterior visual here is the terrace, panoramic, open, with that famous gulf laid out below you like a painting you get to keep. Inside, there's a kitchen living room, one bedroom, and a bathroom. Compact, yes, but according to the listing, it comes partially furnished, kitchen and bedroom included, and it's described as ready to use. No major renovations. The deal kicker? You're roughly 1 kilometer from the sea, you have outdoor parking, and you're sitting inside a residence called La Panoramica, which, given the views, might be the most accurate name in Sicilian real estate. At 50,000 euros, this is your entry ticket to one of the island's most iconic stretches of coast. And the best part is, this is just where we start, because the next 7 properties all cost significantly more. And now the real question begins. Does the extra money buy you more life, or just more square meters? Keep watching, because the answer is not always what you'd expect. Quick breath here. Outside the window, Sicily is doing its thing. 300 days of sun per year, the Ionian and Mediterranean meeting at the island's edges, trains and ferries connecting you to the mainland, and Palermo's international airport putting you within 2 hours of most of Europe. Listings move fast in this market and prices reflect the moment of selection. So always check documents and fees. But the value we're about to walk through is very real. Property 2 takes us into the hills. 200,000 euros, around $230,800. And for that, you're not buying a city apartment. You're buying a 160 square meter, roughly 1,720 square feet, villa in Colasano, sitting inside the Madonie Natural Park at 600 meters above sea level. Colasano is a medieval hilltop town tucked deep inside the Madonie Mountains, one of Sicily's most protected and least commercialized natural areas. The kind of place where the streets are steep and stone paved, the air is clean year-round, and the sea is always visible on the horizon below you. It has the feel of a village that time slowed down in, deliberately. The exterior wow here is the garden, 1,350 square meters, just over 14,500 square feet, of land wrapped around the villa, olive trees, Mediterranean plants, and an automatic wrought iron gate that makes the whole thing feel like an estate. Inside, There's a large living room with a fireplace, open plan kitchen, laundry room, storage, 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and a 50 square meter, about 540 square feet, attic floor with its own living area, and additional bedroom. According to the listing, the perimeter walls are double wall insulated, the roof was waterproofed and tiled with traditional Sicilian tiles, and the windows are solid Iroko wood with double glazing. This is a properly built house, and the best part is, you're 15 minutes from the beaches of Lascari and Campofelice, and you've got panoramic sea views from the hillside without paying coastal prices. For a family that wants space, air, and a proper garden and a nature park, this is a very strong argument. But the next property is going to challenge it immediately, because we're moving into the city, and the comparison gets ruthless. Property 3, same price bracket at €200,000. That's $236,600. Completely different universe. We're in Palermo now. Borgo Vecchio, the historic heart of the city, a few steps from Piazza Nesce. Palermo is Sicily's capital and its beating pulse. A city of 650,000 people where Arab Norman architecture lined streets that lead straight into open-air markets, where you can eat some of the best street food in Europe for €2, and where the sea is always close. It's gritty, theatrical, alive, and genuinely one of the most culturally layered cities in the Mediterranean. This is a 112 square meter, about 1,205 square feet, duplex apartment, renovated, on the second floor of a small building with just 2 units. The exterior wow here isn't a garden. It's location. It's the neighborhood. It's being inside one of Sicily's most atmospheric and walkable cities. Inside, entrance hall, double living room, kitchenette, bathroom, 2 bedrooms on the main floor, and a 3rd bedroom upstairs. According to the listing, it's been renovated and features double glazed windows, mosquito nets, a security door, independent heating with its own boiler, terracotta flooring, and a rooftop water tank with automatic pump. The building's facade is described as in good condition. This is a home you can actually move into. No major renovations, described as the ideal solution for those seeking a ready-to-move-in home with minimal condo costs. And the best part is, at €200,000, you're buying into Palermo's living culture, the markets, the street food, the architecture, all of it on your doorstep. The twist, though? Villa in the hills versus duplex in the old city. It's not about which is better, it's about who you are. Remote worker who wants a terrace and an espresso downstairs? Palermo. Family who wants land and quiet and sea views from a hilltop? Colasano. Hold that thought, because property 4 is about to make both of them look modest. Pattern interrupt. Look out the window. This is Sicily's north coast, where the Tyrrhenian Sea turns an impossible shade of blue-green, where fishing villages still dry their nets on the docks, and where the highway between Palermo and Messina lets you cover the whole island in an afternoon. The airport at Palermo has direct routes across Europe, and the high-speed rail network is expanding. This is connected living, not isolated island life. Property 4, €210,000, about $242,400. Montelepre, in the municipality between Palermo and the coast. And this one is where the leader genuinely changes. 3 floors, 270 square meters, nearly 2,906 square feet of total space on a 1,000 square meter, about 10,760 square foot. Plot. Montelepre is a compact hilltop town in the Palermo province, sitting between the Tyrrhenian coast and the city, known for its Norman castle ruins and its sweeping views down toward the sea. The kind of place where neighbors still know each other, and the pace of life is genuinely slower. The exterior wow is the sheer size. 5 parking spaces, flower beds, gardens, and a solar thermal system powering a 3,000-liter hot water tank. Inside, ground floor has a large living area with fireplace, 3 double bedrooms, 1 single bedroom, storage, and 2 bathrooms. The basement level, accessible via an internal staircase, is a full kitchen living room with windows on 3 sides, plus storage and another bathroom. The attic floor, reached by an external staircase, is unfinished storage space. According to the listing, suitable as storage or potential independent apartment. Every finished floor is air-conditioned, gas heating throughout, wood-burning fireplace, solar hot water. This is a seriously equipped house. The listing describes it as in good overall condition, functional, and ready for immediate occupancy. That means you can actually move into this. No major renovations. And the best part is, at 210,000 euros, you're getting nearly 2,906 square feet of livable space across multiple levels, a full plot of land, and the bones of what could eventually be a small family compound. Don't click away yet, because the next property shifts the whole conversation to something completely different, and the value twist coming at Property 5 is the one that's been waiting to break your expectations. Property 5 stays at 210,000 euros, still $242,400, but now we're on the 8th floor in central Palermo, 62 square meters, about 667 square feet, managed accommodation, and here's where the format flips. Because this isn't just a home, this is a fully furnished, move-in ready multi-suite that's already being operated as a short-term rental alongside 30 other units in the same building. The exterior wow here is the view. Southeast facing, looking out over the rooftops of Palermo, across to the sea and mountains. The listing calls it an irresistible attraction for short-term rental guests, and you can see why. Inside, 2 bedrooms, a bathroom with shower, a living room with sofa bed and kitchenette, sold fully furnished. The building was completely renovated 4 years ago and achieved Class A energy efficiency. Double glazed windows, independent air conditioning in every room, LED lighting throughout, and condo fees described as just 40 euros per month. The location is Via Paolo Balsamo, directly beside Palermo Centrale Station, the island's largest transport hub. Hourly trains to Cefalù, direct services to Naples, Rome, and Milan, airport shuttles at the door, and the best part is, this isn't even the midpoint of our list. And we've already seen the deal shift from countryside to city, from giant villa to turnkey investment flat. Now here comes the mid-video twist. Properties 6, 7, and 8 are all going to challenge everything you've seen so far, because on paper, they look similar in price, but what you actually get is wildly different. Subscribe if you want more regions like this. Next one is even cheaper. But right now, Property 6, 210,000 euros, $242,400 again. Gravina di Catania, on the eastern side of the island near Catania. Catania is Sicily's second city, a raw, energetic place built on volcanic lava stone, sitting at the foot of Mount Etna, with a Baroque city center that UNESCO recognized and a port that keeps the whole eastern coast connected. Gravina di Catania is one of its quieter, more residential suburbs, sitting just above the city with easy highway access and a noticeably calmer atmosphere than the center. This is where the design quality ramps up noticeably. 135 square meters, around 1,453 square feet, on the 3rd floor of a building with an elevator, renovated in 2013, with what the listing describes as high-quality finishes throughout. The exterior wow here isn't a garden, it's the view, triple exposure, east, south, and west, with a panoramic outlook over both Mount Etna and the Gulf of Catania. The volcano on one side, the sea on the other. Inside, a large, bright living room with balcony access, a study that works as a 4th room, a double bedroom with an Etna-facing balcony, a 2nd bedroom, a modern bathroom with marble tiles, an eat-in kitchen with panoramic views, storage, and laundry. The listing notes, laminum floors, custom wooden and glass doors, double-glazed aluminum frames, independent heating, air conditioning throughout, and an alarm system. This is a polished, elegant apartment, described as a modern, move-in ready solution with all amenities nearby, no major renovations needed. And the best part is, the strategic location gives you fast access to Catania's highway network, Sicily's second airport, and a city that's considerably grittier and more affordable to live in day to day than Palermo. For a remote worker or a couple who wants style and connectivity over land and sprawl, this is the eastern answer. Next up is where we cross into detached territory. And for the first time in this list, we're buying something private and within walking distance of the sea. Property 7, 218,000 euros. That's $251,600. Syracuse, southeast Sicily. Arenella District, 1 kilometer from the sea. Syracuse deserves a moment. It's one of the oldest continuously inhabited cities in the world, founded by the Greeks over 2,700 years ago, and its historic island center of Ortygia is a UNESCO World Heritage Site of layered limestone palaces, Baroque churches, and streets that open without warning onto the sea. The wider city is quieter, more residential, and genuinely livable year-round, in a way that tourist-heavy spots often aren't. Villa Stella is a detached villa of approximately 100 square meters, about 1,076 square feet, and the exterior wow here is immediate. It's a standalone property with a private garden full of magnolia trees, olive trees, citrus, fruit trees, and a vegetable garden with its own irrigation system. This isn't a terrace. This isn't a balcony. This is a garden you can grow food in. Inside, a large open-plan living room and kitchen, 2 bedrooms, a full bathroom with a whirlpool tub, a built-in outdoor kitchen, and outdoor laundry facilities. The listing notes heating with radiators and an LPG boiler, air conditioning, anodized aluminum double glazing with mosquito nets and shutters, an automatic gate, alarm system, and video surveillance. The property is described as habitable year-round. According to the listing, an example mortgage structure works out to roughly 18,000 euros down with monthly payments around 800 euros. That detail is from the listing. Not a guarantee, but it's useful framing. And the best part is, for 218,000 euros, you're getting a detached property in a quiet residential area of Syracuse with a private garden, sea access and walking distance, and a UNESCO city's outdoor lifestyle right there around you. One more property to go, and the final one is the reason you stayed, because Property 8 doesn't just clear the bar, it reshuffles everything. 220,000 euros, $253,900. Santa Flavia, Porticello Fishing Village, 10 kilometers east of Palermo. Santa Flavia is one of those small coastal towns that sits close enough to Palermo to feel connected, but far enough away to feel like a different world, a working fishing village with a genuine harbor, stone streets that slope toward the water, and a pace of life that hasn't been replaced by tourism yet. The ancient Phoenician settlement of Solunto sits on the hill directly above it, and on clear days you can see the Gulf of Castellamare, stretching all the way to the horizon. Casa Maria, 135 square meters, around 1,453 square feet of interior space, and the first thing you need to know is that this comes with an exclusive 200 square meter, just over 2,150 square feet, roof terrace. The exterior wow is that rooftop, certified pergola structure, outdoor kitchen connections, plumbing for water, gas, electricity, sewer, even a dishwasher connection, and a southeast corner with partial sea views over the Gulf of Castellamare, 500 meters away. Inside, a living room, 2 bedrooms, a spacious kitchen dining room, a more formal dining room, and 2 bathrooms, 1 suite to the master bedroom. According to the listing, the apartment is in excellent condition, as new, requiring no investment. Marble floors, wood doors, and trim throughout, matching appliances in the kitchen and bathrooms included in the asking price. The listing even notes you could repurpose the formal dining room as a 3rd bedroom. And the best part is, Santa Flavia Station is a 5-minute walk from the front door, and from there you've got direct trains to Palermo City Center, Cefalù Beach, Messina, and the airport. The nearest beach is 10 minutes away, 20 minutes by road, and you're at a major shopping mall and medical facilities. This is a small Sicilian fishing village with genuine city infrastructure attached. And that roof terrace, exclusively yours, is the kind of space that costs you nothing extra and changes your entire daily life. It's not a museum, it's real life. Over 2,150 square feet of sky above you, the sea in the distance, and Palermo, 20 minutes away. So, here's where we land. Best for sea access and a private detached garden. Villa Stella in Syracuse. Property 7. Best for sheer land and hillside nature park living. The Colasano Villa, Property 2. Most turnkey for city lifestyle or rental income. The Sant'Erasmo Multi-Suite in Palermo. Property 5. Most surprising value combination of rooftop space, move-in condition, and connectivity. Casa Maria in Santa Flavia. Property 8. And for anyone who thought 50,000 euros, $57,700, couldn't buy anything real on one of Europe's most beautiful coastlines, the Ponte Lettoiani terrace apartment at 398 square feet with a Gulf view says otherwise. Now I want to know from you, which one are you actually picking? Comment below. Seaview Apartment, Hilltop Villa, Fishing Village Rooftop, or City Center Investment Flat. Tell me which one wins for your life. And if you want more regions like this, subscribe, because next time we're going somewhere, the prices drop even further.